think we're good. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay. All right. You remember everything that we rehearsed, right? This no off the cuff stuff, okay?
Just remember sounding when pressing something.
Whoa, that was so badass. Did you see his cool pose? Like he did that special for us, right? Am I right? No, guys, welcome. Sorry for the delay. We are really excited to have Luke with us from Globochem. They are part of the first VR league, which is a part of like Esports, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, I got Luke on because I actually watched the finals on OC5, and I just happened to have remarked how nice some of these guys' faces were. And so the guy, one of the journalists told me that he knew them. So we found one with a nice face that wanted to come on. So thanks, Luke, for being a guest. So actually, you just got back from a match, right? So he just showered. He's hyped up. All right, so let's get to it. Let's get behind the desk and let's talk about the game. If you don't know, esports is when people play their games competitively. It's like one of the most popular events that I think, like, let's see, in 2017 or 2016, it was like 43 million people watched esports finals, and that's versus people who tuned into the NBA, which was 45 million. So 43 million, 40 million, which is pretty crazy. So as you know, VR is kind of up and coming still. We're getting into it, and so there's the VR League, and they play a game. It's a nice, quiet, peaceful game called Onward. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Onward? Okay, yeah. So it's a military simulator, and this is from what I know. I'll just tell you that my commentary from when I watched it. It was actually really exciting. I didn't realize I was there for like 4 hours. I mean, I don't know if it was hard on you. It was hard on me to have to like, I don't know what you guys were doing, but like having to watch, it was really tense to see how the game was going, because I kind of didn't know what was going on, but then as I knew, like they were really good about showing you like when people were down, and then which team was winning, and then how many you have to go. And anyway, anytime someone won, I thought it was over, and I was like, woo! And then they're like, there's another match. And I was like, oh, okay, and sat back down. So it was pretty exciting to watch. But can you tell us a little bit about how you got into VR and Onward?
Yeah, so I just love technology. I've always built computers and messed with video games, and me and my brother always played together, you know what I mean? So when VR became a thing, before it was out, the DK1, DK2, I was looking at that. I was like, wow, that's something that I really want to get involved with. So, I just watched Reddit, I watched the internet, waited for it to come out, and I finally got, a Vive and a Rift. I got both of them because I was just so excited about VR, and so my brother got one as well. And I don't know, it renewed my love for video games. It felt different than anything I've ever done before. It's something that you always wanted in video games, but you never got, you know what I mean?
All right, you got into the game and played it. So what appealed you to Onward? Did you try other ones, or were you just went straight to Onward?
We tried a lot of games, and I think multiplayer games were what we were looking for. And early on, there wasn't like a lot of multiplayer games for us to choose from, and especially just because if there was, lobbies might not be even full or even at all. You know what I mean? So Onward, when it came out, people joined immediately, and there was always active lobbies going on, and so that was something that appealed to us. And then when we got into the game, it was just something that I've never experienced. The depth of play and the skill ceiling is just so high that I thought this is something you could play for years and not really ever master. You know what I mean?
Right, and actually, I talked to some of the people in the community, and they tell me that there's like, how many people? Like 1,300 people play like every day that just like
it's a lot.
randomly are in there.
Yeah,
that's
all
really
over
cool.
the world too. It's not just the U.S. If you go on at night, you'll find Australians, you'll find people from Asia.
Hold up, how do I find Australians? Please
Okay,
tell
so if
me.
you play maybe like 3 or 4 in the morning, yeah, you'll play with some Australians. Maybe.
All right, cool. Those are some good plans. I gotcha. See, I have a little bit of a thing. Okay, well, I haven't tried it yet, but we're actually gonna try and jump into a game afterwards to kind of like, I don't know, to see. I'm scared, but like. I mean, I played laser tag in Rec Room. So okay, so you're scared, but what's the threshold for people who, like, I'm wearing heels. Like, help me out here.
Oh, you'll be fine. Just start slow. Go play in the operations, play with some bots, get your bearing with weapons and reloading, because it's a lot of physical things. You're doing everything. There's no buttons for stuff. You're reloading with your hands. You're aiming. You're crouching. There's no back button. If you want to go lay down, you actually get on the ground. So it's you can ease into that though. So. Yeah.
Okay, that sounds pretty intense. So, well, let's move on, and I want to hear about your team. So here are the pretty faces that I was talking about. Good looking team there. So, Globochem apparently was I gotta say, I'm sorry, the beginners did win, but the beginners won the finals. But I forgot who I was talking to. But they're like, oh yeah, I'm going for the beginners. I'm like, wait, no, we have to go for Globochem because, I won't say why, but then they're like, no, don't you know that Globochem is like the team to beat? Like they're really, really good. And so, yeah, I guess I didn't know what I was walking to, but I guess you guys are like, the ones that had to be taken down.
We have been for a long time, and I would say with beginners, they've been our rivals for a long time. And back in season 2, they won and we lost, and then after that, we won a bunch of times again. So it's kind of back and forth, and we have a lot of respect for them. They played a really good match, and it's always fun to play with them. So yeah, I have nothing but respect for them.
You sound really nice about it. Like, no one's here. Just tell me, like, what was it like competing?
Okay, it's funny, right? Because it's a very competitive game, right? You're thinking,
right.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of smack talk and stuff like that. In the honor community, it's not really a thing. I don't know why. It just attracts the type of people that are not into that. Like on my team, we just don't do that. You know what I mean? We win a lot, but we do not ever brag or talk smack to the other team. We don't do that because being a good sportsman is a big deal for us, and we just love to compete. We don't want to, winning and losing is a part of it, but we just want to compete.
Well, that's good. That's actually really cool. The esports people at Oculus 5 was like, you could not go near them. They were all in their like cool uniform shirt thingies. They had their entourage, and there was like a group of people around them. Like, you could not get into that inner circle. Like, you guys are really tight knit. How many teams are there in the world?
So right now there's around 45 teams, and it's growing all the time. If you look at the Discord, there's new teams being formed all the time now, just because ESL is blown up, and people are like, wow, we have a big stage to compete on.
How do we do that? Like, I want to start a team, like Team All Space. How do we do that?
So if you want to start a team, the best way to go is go to the Discord, and there's a Team Finder channel for that. There's an organization for the league. There's a channel for everything like that. And then what I would say is go and play, find competitive lobbies. They have a little trophy by the lobby, and you'll find league players in those. And if you prove your medal in those lobbies, someone will ask you to join their team. So it's a pretty...
Oh, yeah. So you gotta prove yourself, and you're saying that the people are friendly, so I can just go in there, practice, and then try it out. And okay. So it's actually, so what I meant by it being intense is that it's like 2 minutes. Like when we were watching it, right?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, during the game it was 2 minutes, and then one team had the objective, and then the other team had to take out the other one before the time ran out. Is that how it worked?
So you have 6 minutes per round, but yeah, it's a lot. It feels like a lot less than that when you're in it. I'll tell you that.
Well, I also wanted to say that while this is really nice, like a nice team here. Well, wait. First, tell me, where's everyone from?
Okay, so Toast is from the U.S., Pants is from Canada, are from Texas, and Raphael is he's Greek, but he lives in Finland, and then Arsenic's from California, and Mixologist is from Alaska.
And these names, how'd you get them?
Nah, I'm not sure. I mean, I've been Thund3r Pilot just gaming since I was a kid, so I don't know. It's just kind of stuck with me. It describes sort of how I approach things. I am slow for a little bit, but I do really big bursts of movement, and so.
And it was really cool because I was watching you guys, and then I heard all the things afterwards that you were one of the top players. So I actually told somebody, like, oh yeah, I'm interviewing Luke. And he's like, yeah, he's like one of the best players. Did you know that? Is that true?
I mean,
tell us more about how best you are.
Like, that's not something I would ever say. I had a lot of hours in game. I bought the game the day it came out. I've been playing most nights since then. That was, I think, August 30th, 2016. So it's been a long time, you know what I mean? And I have a lot of experience with my team. And when you get a really good team dynamic going, it's just a whole other animal, you know what I mean? And so you unlock skills that you never had because they're giving you openings and you're giving them openings. So it's hard
skills
to say.
You never had. Okay, that's nice. You're so modest, and you also. What do you do full time? Again, outside of playing. Okay.
Yeah.
He's a medical student, guys. Ladies, he's single. Wait, guys, I'm sorry. Guys, he's single. Medical student, plays with his brother, and also I mentioned to Luke that there aren't a lot of girls playing. I saw one like badass Asian girl on another team. But what's up with that?
She is a badass, yeah.
Yeah, she looks really cool.
And she's good at the game. If you find her in lobbies, she will kill you.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, like she plays in all lobbies, and she's legit.
What do you think about like having like an all-women's like team? Wouldn't that be cool?
Oh,
like all women?
That.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think just the thinking and the way that they would approach it, I would love to see that. You know what I mean? So let's get that going.
You hear that? Let's get that going.
Captain.
Sure, I'll lead us into death. Wonderful. Well, speaking of those skills, I got this here, and I noticed like you guys have your cool shirts, and then I was looking at this, and you guys are like, is it a uniform? Because it looks like you took off your shoes and.
Well, ESL gave us the jersey for Leicester, and then you saw at OC5 we had the whole like thing with the jackets and the pants.
Yeah, I know.
That
couldn't
was
get
cool.
near you.
I liked that a lot. Yeah. But yeah, here they just gave us a jersey. It was a sweet jersey, so. But we have our Pro Tube sunglasses. I use this little stick setup that you can see here. Most people have like the full Pro Tube where it's like a stock and it's like a really big old number, but I don't like that. And honestly, I've stopped using the Pro Tube mostly just because it adds too much rigidity, and if you can't move really fluidly, then you can't do things in the game. So.
And Oculus and Intel are the sponsors, right, of the games. So you guys all play on the Rift. Any advantages, or what about Vive players? Like, do they have a league? Are they want to be?
I think that HTC has started to sponsor like a VR league, but I don't know much about it, and it doesn't have games like Onward in it. So, but I mean, yeah. It's been really great since they picked it up, just because it's brought so much attention to the game, and people are finding out like, wow, this game is really fun, and it's even fun to watch. Like I watch the casts and I watch the matches that I'm not in. They're really, really enjoyable. Like you learn a lot if you're just watching.
Let's see how much I learned. I watched for 4 hours, but we'll see. There were a lot of like commentators, like the
casters.
The casters. Okay, yeah. Who are they? How do I get in on that? Like. I can do that, maybe?
Yeah, anyone can apply to be a caster. You just go to the league, there's a caster section, and you can start as a co-caster with main casters, so they'll run the setup, and then you'll be their co-commentator, and that can get you kind of started, and then you can become a main caster after that. If you're, I would say you have to play the game a little bit just to understand some of the things that people are doing, like the objectives that they're grabbing, and then some of the movements they're making, the lines of sight. But it's definitely doable for anyone that's really enthusiastic about the game.
I was wondering about that because with esports, which I do watch, oddly enough, I don't play video games really, but there's something fascinating about it. But when I watch this, you guys are like on the grand stage. You are in your own little square because of the tracking. How is that set up? Like, how many trackers? In
this square, you've got these little light bars, and then on the top of them, you have a tracker. So you have 4, one on each corner, and it works really well. We had to set it up so that they're pointing down a little bit, just because we go prone, as you know, like we fully lie down in some of these matches.
Okay, well, can you show me over here? Like, I'm gonna get ready to play a game. So maybe you can like, how do you get? What's a good position? Like, is that the one?
That's a position I take a lot. Like this is me a lot of the time.
Okay, I'll see what your legs are doing. It's useless.
Yeah. But you know, my knees are completely bent. I'm basically all the way on the ground.
I'm gonna do that right now.
Stretching a lot. Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually
and this
wearing
is because
slippers.
you can approach people and get your hands on them. Because if you're and you're a person, you're going to easily be seen. But if you're crawling towards people, you can get people just
great.
Otherwise.
Wonderful. Is that? How's that? Is that good? I didn't fall. Ow. Well, speaking of clumsiness, tell me some casualties that you had. I mean, like, with equipment
so I've
and all
broken
that.
a monitor, I've punched a wall and put a hole into it. You know, I've broken a couple controllers.
That sounds very angry, Luke. I'm worried about you.
Right. It's not anger. It's where I don't put my sensor boundaries on because it interferes with my aiming, right? And so I'm like in the corner, but I don't know it. And so I just swing and bam, whatever's there is, you know. But I stopped doing that.
Okay, that's good. So aside from Onward, what other games are playing like professionally or competitively?
For me, not much else is competitively. I mean, I play StarCraft for fun, but I don't...
No, with the VR League.
Oh, in the VR League? No, I don't play Sprint Vector, I don't play Echo Arena, but Echo Combat is coming in. And,
yes. Yeah, yes, I did try that out.
We'll be making a team for that.
Yes, so there are some other games. I think Pavlov is one of the games that competes. Yeah. Okay, so I got to try Echo Combat. I'm gonna say that I had a bad teacher. I'm just gonna say that because I thought I floated pretty well. So I'm gonna try that again. So that's one of the.
It takes a lot of getting used to like do.
Well, there's no blood in that one, so I feel like I can handle it. Yeah. All right. Are there any questions for Luke out there? Anyone? Not at all. Okay. Pretty good. Let's see. All right, so you do not, you're a student, right? So you guys, is anyone doing this full time?
Not yet, yeah, but maybe soon.
That's the plan, like, because I know, like, people can major in it now, or for like.
It just depends on how big VR esports gets and how fast, you know what I mean? Because we know that it's obviously going to be very big, we just don't know how fast, so. But I think
you know. You know it's going to be big. Okay. Do you think it's going to propel VR? Like, do you think people...
Totally. Dude, all the people that I've showed this to, like, they're like, I have to get one of those, because, you know. So
and how many of them got one of those?
A lot of my friends. Like, at least half my friends have bought Rifts already.
Yeah, but, like, do you have, like, 2 friends?
You said half. No, about 12 people that have bought Rifts, so.
Okay, 12. All right, cool. That's a cool number, 12. Yeah. That's cool. So I'm on the Discord. It looks pretty active. I think, you know, if you guys play Onward, kind of get in there. I'm gonna try and play with Vince. Like, he's like, yeah, let's go play it. I'm like, do you know me? I'm just scared. Honestly, it looks cool. I like the idea of it, you know?
Is maybe get you into a lobby with Globochem and another team, and we could...
let's do that. Yeah, get me into playing with you guys. Wonderful.
You need to see, like, what it's like to be in there with a real team that is doing, you know, what we do. It's just different than playing in, like, a public lobby, so we would be glad to show you that.
Okay, but I will die. I feel like I should just watch you guys. Oh, right, you're on my team. Okay, I got it. I got you. So I'll be on your team, and you guys will like shield me. And how is the audio like? What if I scream? What if I'm making like jokes and people like kill me instantly because they hear me?
They'll hear you. Yeah, it's
okay.
Similar thing. So if they're anywhere near you, they're going to hear it. It's
Okay. Well, how is the communication while you guys are competing?
Oh man, it's so chaotic because you have a radio on your shoulder, right? And then you can use proximity voice as well. So if you're close to people, you can talk to them. But often, you know, you're all spread around the map, and so you're using your radio. And you have to take your hand off your gun to use it. You know what I mean? So you have to be very careful about when you're going to do that.
Um, I was actually thinking about that because, you know, that's very thematic. You were telling me that you guys will play match with people in other countries, and they're speaking French and you guys don't speak French, and I thought that was pretty thematic. But what about like getting suited up? Like, has anyone been like, we should be like in total, you know, military get up and?
Oh, for the live events, that would be interesting. I haven't seen that yet. I mean, Mr. Beefy from SMC, he wears camo pants, but I mean, he's a former Marine, I think.
Yeah, I heard that. Are there any ex-military on your team?
On our team,
Or,
I believe that Raphael served, yes.
isn't that kind of cheating? Is it or not? Like, because
Oh,
I
no,
can't play
it's definitely
cooking games because I'm a professional, so I can't play for the Olympics. So I guess it helps. And
Oh, it definitely helps because you already know how to think and how to coordinate with people and clear rooms together so that all angles are covered. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of the sloppiness that comes with early players, you don't see that with the military players.
And yeah, I will not be playing against them, but I will take you up on the offer and play under your team. I hear you guys like, you know, kind of troll each other. That sounds like a lot of fun, like the camaraderie and everything.
Fun, yeah. I mean, I think everybody on our team is a character. Everybody is funny, and our personalities have really meshed well. I think that's one of the reasons why we do so well is because we just fit really well as a group. Like, we're all really good friends. We hang out a lot together when we do these live events, and we just have a great time, so it helps a lot.
Wait, when did you guys first meet? Like, how long were you playing before you met?
So they invited us to Leicester in the UK for the first Onward Invitational. We were the #1 seed for that tournament, and so we met there, and that was a really great experience just because we'd already known each other in game, and so when we met in person, we already knew what to expect. We knew everybody by their voice. You know, we didn't even have to ask who they were.
Oh, that's cool. I've been trying to get that, like, you know, friends. So that sounds. Maybe you guys can think of a name for me. I would like. I mean, like, I had pants, so I guess that's out. But you know, maybe.
Yeah. Hey, we can.
Maybe we'll hang out a little more,
sure.
and you'll give me a cool name, please.
Yeah.
Let's see. We might have some questions. Oh, there's a guest. Yes.
Here.
Yes. Hold on. Let me.
I do have a question.
Hey, what's
Yes.
up?
Yeah.
So I know that in like South Korea, some esports teams, they take it very seriously. It's like their full-time job. Maybe they practice like over 40 hours a week or so, and they actually make a decent amount of money on it. I'm wondering maybe how seriously do you take this? Like, how many hours a week do you practice? Do you like make money doing this? I know that you said that you don't do this like full-time, that you're also a medical student. So I'm just wondering like how seriously do you take this? How many hours a week do you practice?
Yeah, so it's definitely not like your traditional esports for me, at least right now, because I don't spend like 40 or 50 or hundreds of hours doing this. You know what I mean? I play it almost every night just because it's something that is really relaxing and a change of pace from being a student. You know what I mean? I need a balance in my life, and so I do certain things for that, and that's what Onward always was. When ESL came and took the league, you know, it was just like, oh, well, we're the #1 team, so we're going to be in it. You know what I mean? It was never a plan, and I just love playing with my team, you know, so I would say I play a decent amount, but it's not like an obligation, you know what I mean?
Well, what else do you do outside of being a medical
I
student?
do a lot of stuff. I play music. I record music on my own. That's really relaxing for me. I like to cook. I like to garden. You know, I love my cat. I have a lot of stuff that, because when you're a student and you study so much, you have to have, you know, other things, or else you just go crazy. So, yeah.
No, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. So he's gonna be a doctor. He plays competitively. He gardens. He loves his cat. And he cooks. He plays music. This is pretty cool. And he's single. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there. Anyway, I wanted to say congratulations. Anyway, I saw that you weren't in the last round. What happened there?
Yeah, so like I had an exam the next morning, and there was nothing I could do to get out of it. I tried to figure out a way if I could get excused, but that wasn't possible. So I found the last flight I could, and it just happened to be where I had to leave before the third map was over, which was unfortunate because we were tied 1-1, you know, after that. And yeah, so I had to leave and fly home, and I got home about an hour before the test, and I took it. So it, you know, it worked out. But I was
No, it didn't because beginners won.
That's true.
I think
But
it's your
in
fault.
general, Yeah.
Okay.
Now you are a troll. Now I'm
No,
yeah.
no, I'm not. Actually, that did really well. I was just kind of like, wait, what happened? And where did you go? I thought
it was the first match, and I thought that my team played really well. Beginners played really well. You know, Onward, it just comes down to some of those moments, and in a best of 3, there's just no room for error. You know.
No room for error. I love it. I'm actually really excited. I've like been on standby because I'm like, I don't know. I want to play. I want you to kind of like do commentary on it because I would actually try. I'll practice the kneeling thing again.
Yeah.
I did ask if I could play just sitting because I kind of like hurt my foot.
I think
but
you could. Yeah, you would just have to
think
kind
I
of
could?
get used to it because they have snap turn and a couple other tools for that sort of thing. So I think you could. It'd be a little awkward at first, maybe the first couple hours, you know.
Okay, and then can I like Photoshop myself in with you guys, like looking all cool, maybe?
Definitely, yeah. We'll make that happen.
I could maybe I just put like a little bit on the shirt or something.
Yeah,
you'll never know. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a deal. We are approaching the end of the show, but we'll be here if you guys have any questions afterwards. Before we go, I just want to again thank you, Luke, for coming in. I'm so sorry. You actually had a match. So I'm trying to get to the next slide. You had a match right before, so I know you were like, all right, I'm doing the shower and I'm going to get in. I'm like, they can't see or smell you, but okay. So I want to say thank you for coming in, even though you just were playing a game right before. And I don't know why this thing is like not working, but I wanted to also thank all the mods in here, Schmitek, Yunji, Anthony for working on the set for the Hive, and yeah, Michael is the new moderator, Megan, Stevie Boy, Vince. Thank you, everyone, and we will see you next week with, gosh, can I get the slide right? We're going to have Carl, Tony, Logan. See, I can't even press the buttons here. I don't know how I'm going to shoot anything. Anyway, Colonel Tony is Dr. Tony. He is in the U.S. Air Force, and he uses VR technology with his students with simulations. I think that's really, really cool. I was reading up on some of the things he did. He's excited to be in here. I'm excited because, after this, I'm going to go play Onward, and then after I talk with Dr. Tony, I'm going to go join the Air Force. It's like, I'm doing all those things. Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you, Luke. Thank you, everyone, for joining us, and we will see you next week.
Thanks, guys.